Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina and I am giving you your daily reminder to stay hydrated. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys what I think are the most important vegan pantry staples. And by that I mean what I always have in my pantry and what I can't really live without. Hopefully this will give you guys an idea on what to put on your grocery list. So if you guys want to see what's in my pantry, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to see more vegan videos every single Friday. Let's start out with the fridge. In my fridge, I obviously always have fresh fruits and vegetables. Well, I don't really keep bananas in the fridge, but
you know what I mean.
I always have a carton of plant-based milk. This week we have vanilla almond milk, but I like to change it up. Sometimes we have soy milk, sometimes we have oat milk, it just depends. In the freezer, I always have frozen fruits and vegetables. My frozen fruit goes in my smoothies and my oatmeal every single day, and frozen vegetables are a great hack when you don't feel like chopping up veggies, but you still need to get in your daily vegetables. It's also great when fresh fruit and veg is out of season. You can still have it and it's still super healthy and delicious. Let's move on to protein. I am a huge fan of tofu. I am obsessed with tofu. You can do so many things with it. You can season it so many different ways. Have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Tofu is a bad. I always have lentils in my cabinet. They're super diverse. You can use them for chili, sloppy joes, any kind of soup, or whatever you like. Nuts are kind of a protein, so I always have nuts in my cabinet, particularly cashews, because cashews are great for any kind of cheesy sauce, spread, or cream you want to make. Cashews are usually a main ingredient, but I also have other kinds of nuts like walnuts and almonds that I put in my oatmeal and stuff too. This is kind of ironic, but we just ran out of quinoa. I normally always have quinoa stocked in my pantry. It's a bit higher in protein than rice. I always keep my pantry stocked with lots of beans, black beans, chickpeas, cannellini beans, is that how you say it? Refried beans for Mexican dishes, but beans are a wonderful source of protein and they are so diverse. You literally can do anything with beans. And of course, lastly, for protein powder. Orgain is my personal favorite brand of protein powder because I love the taste of it. It's all natural ingredients and it doesn't leave my smoothies or oatmeal with a weird texture like some protein powders do. If you're interested, you can use my code for 30% off your first order with Orgain if you're looking for a fierce, funky, fresh, new vegan protein powder. Now let's move on to grains. We always keep some kind of bread in our household, whether it's sliced bread or Italian bread, bagels, pitas, some kind of grain, whichever one's your favorite, or if you want multiple ones, that's also awesome too. I like keeping granola stocked in my cabinets because I eat a lot of smoothie bowls and I like the crunch that granola adds. This one is protein granola. Pretty much a no-brainer, but I got some brown rice here, self-explanatory, rice and beans. You know the deal. I am a big fan of rice cakes. I love to snack on rice cakes. These are cinnamon rice cakes, so I'd either spread peanut butter on these or just eat them plain, but I also like to spread avocado or hummus on salted rice cakes as well. They're really light, they're healthy, they're low in calories, and I think that they're a great snack, so I always have them. And of course, we cannot forget about pasta. Always got that pasta in my cupboard. This is veggie pasta, but I also like to use protein pasta made out of chickpeas or lentils, or just some normal pasta when you just need some heavy-duty carbs. Oh, also, I forgot to grab it from downstairs, but also oatmeal, duh. Let's move on to sauces and spreads. I always got me a jar of pasta sauce in there. It's perfect for the nights that you really just don't want to cook. One of my laziest, easiest meals is pasta with some jarred marinara sauce, and I like to throw some frozen vegetables in there as well, or even some vegan meatballs if I have them in my freezer. Peanut butter because duh. Leave a comment if you're as obsessed with peanut butter as I am. I could just seriously eat it by the spoonful. I am a ketchup lover. I put ketchup on almost everything. I love it. I would consider it a definite staple for me.
Mustard just does not cut it.
I'm really sorry. Hummus is perfect, like I mentioned earlier. It's great with rice cakes or on crackers or carrots. It's just a perfect little spread that I always have in my fridge. Highly recommend always keeping some vinaigrette in your fridge for any kind of salad you want or vegetable dip. You never know when you might need some vinaigrette. Soy sauce. I put soy sauce in pretty much every single Asian dish that I cook, and I cook a lot of Asian food like fried rice, tofu lettuce wraps, stir fry, stuff like that. And recently, miso has become a staple in my fridge as well. I also use this in pretty much every single Asian dish I cook, and it adds so much flavor. It is beautiful. Salsa is a handy thing to always have on deck for any kind of Mexican meal you want, whether it's chips and salsa, you want to throw it in a burrito bowl, you want to throw it on some tacos. Not a sauce, but olive oil is just something to always have. You never know when you may need it. I definitely don't use it every single day, and this jar will last like 2 years. A no-brainer staple for cooking in general. And finally, I always have some maple syrup or agave in my house because we eat a lot of oatmeal and chia pudding, and this is my personal favorite sweetener of choice. I think you always should have some kind of sweetener in your pantry. Of course, this is all natural maple syrup, no sugar added, just natural sugars. Okay, now let's move on to my staple spices. I love cinnamon. No further questions. Onion powder and garlic powder I could not live without. I put it in honestly every single dinner that I cook. Just these two flavors alone are enough to get you through life, honestly, with a little bit of salt as well. Dinner just doesn't taste the same without these. I also love my Italian seasoning blend. I put it on surprisingly a lot more food than just Italian food. It makes it super easy because it's a blend of oregano, parsley, thyme, basil. It's all in this little jar. And finally, nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is something I discovered after going vegan, and it adds a nice cheesy flavor to your dishes. I like putting it particularly in tofu scramble and on pizzas and pastas and stuff like that, and it also adds a lot of nutrients to your dish as well. And then last but not least, I'll just throw in a few more miscellaneous items that I had. I love keeping trail mix in my cabinet. I know it's kind of wasteful, these little packages, but I'm really bad at portion control and serving sizes, so this portions out a perfect little snack size that is surprisingly very filling, and it's really healthy. So yeah, I do like having trail mix as a snack. I also always keep dried fruits in my cabinets. These are orange flavored dried cranberries, but I like snacking on them in general and also putting them on my oatmeal and smoothie bowls too. I always have chia seeds and flax seeds in my cabinet. For one, they're obviously super duper nutritious and have a lot of antioxidants and health benefits. Both are also really good egg replacements. I'm an avid vegan baker, and both are really helpful to have in my kitchen for when I bake. And last but not least, dark chocolate. Always gotta have dark chocolate on hand. I try not to keep too many unhealthy things in my cabinets, but honestly, dark chocolate is a staple because I don't feel too guilty when I eat it, and it's like a proven thing that a little bit of dark chocolate is good for you, right? The antioxidants. Alrighty, so there are 30 something items that I always keep in my pantry. All of these items are foods that I know that I can rely on, are good for me, and that I can use when I'm like, I don't know what to cook. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you liked it, make sure to hit that subscribe button to see more vegan tips, tricks, and content from me every single Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next Friday.